Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from a very chilly TSS, Top Shelf Studios Universidad. That's right, it's a mega ep. I've got two guests with me today. To my immediate left, you might not see him because that might be considered camouflage. He's got three names, so you won't miss him on his government filing forms. It's Jack Thomas Graham.
Howdy.
Woo! Should I clap?
Oh, you sweetheart.
The fans go
Thanks,
wild.
doll.
I love a man with three names.
And then to his left, he wears green and purple. He smokes green and purple. He vibes out to green and purple styles of music.
Yeah, Purple Styles is the purple doodle bop.
There it is. Folks, he's back. He hasn't had enough, and we haven't had enough of him. The crash compactor himself, Jacob Humphries.
Hey, it's so... I'm so happy to be here. I pooed accidentally
When?
just about 20 seconds ago.
Oh, no.
So- Little trusted it.
Thank goodness that the couch is so muffling.
Right?
Love it.
Like you're shooting a gun into a pillow. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Adult depends, though. So I'm good. No, glad to be here. I love this garage. I love how many things are on the wall.
Oh, yeah, so this stuff's new. Some of the stuff's new since you were
Yeah,
last
you've
year.
hung
Right?
some stuff up since I've been here.
Yeah, we tried to over the
Oh, you
Christmas
got the
time.
Harlan poster up there.
Yeah, dude. Dude,
No, it's gonna be so
The
fun.
Christmas-
I've been
Titus
speaking
one
this
does
into
scare me.
existence, but when he comes here in April,
You gonna
Jack,
get him on?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to try to get him on
that'd
the
be
pod
so
and cook him
fucking cool.
chicken.
Oh yeah, that'd
I
be
do
sick.
think, hey, can I make you lunch? That'll grab it.
dude.
Hey, can I cook you chicken wings?
Do you like smoked chicken?
Do you like
well,
smoked
I have
chicken?
the best in Denver. To Speakeasy. It's really not a podcast.
It's really not. You can't get these wings unless you're funny. So
I mean, I don't know. I got that email yesterday, and I was like, "What wings?" I'm trying to like think what I'm gonna eat before this. You know,
the email is crazy.
I wasn't expecting that.
The
I
email
wasn't-
is wild.
I was like,
I felt like I was going on your mom's house. I was like, oh my God, I need to hire a lawyer. Like,
jurisdiction, a tort.
and all there are just directions and like, what soda do you like? And I'm like, this is professional. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I'm trying to
I
figure
love it
out
here.
in the next calendar year, trying to figure out how to grow the show.
Yeah.
And like what it really comes down to is this: I don't have the resources, and so it's like, okay, well, that shouldn't just be an endless excuse. Like, what could I do about that problem? What if? And so I've been thinking, I'm like, oh well, what does private equity do? Because I'm gonzo-capitalist. I'm like, what does the market do?
You got to think about the market.
Well, the market they raise funds off an idea.
Okay.
Or off a promise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you believe that we can like fix blood-borne disorders.
Yeah.
Like
Shark Tank.
yeah. And in a non like
yeah.
you can apply these everyone can take an example of someone, Enron or these multi-level things where they just stealing money from people.
Which Enron right now, they're doing great. Their CEO, handsome little fucker.
Did you see that he a guy who so you fell for this then?
Okay, I've seen the real CEO, but I saw the other dude who's doing like a birds aren't real type situation.
So a guy purporting to be the CEO of Enron, the now CEO of Enron,
Yeah.
Okay.
got Taylor Lorenz, who's an investigative journalist on the left,
Yeah.
who is just so easily trolled by all parties.
She's a tech journey, right?
geez.
She's a tech journalist, so you think she would like
She
be
would have an
able to
idea.
research in any type of way.
Nope.
Anyway, it just seems like I've seen enough actual videos by her put out, not other people's opinions, but like her speaking, that I'm like, okay, this person
You got
could
the gold.
look up on the ceiling to see gullible type of deal.
and you're like, wow, it is on the ceiling.
And so now you guys are sitting down with
Oh,
a
you
person
really
who's
do
what?
have
It
it.
looks like he's in his 30s, right?
Oh, bro, he looks 24.
Okay,
Like
so
he looks young as shit.
and he's purported to be the CEO of Enron, talking about how, oh well, it's misunderstood the way that like the proceedings and she's just like
She's
investigative
eating it up,
journalist eating it up
like a bowl of
Pig to
cereal.
slop, dude.
no.
Dude,
Wild.
just
Yeah, I don't
Yum, yum,
have
yum.
X, bro. I'm not on Twitter. I won't know.
dude.
I don't know nothing.
Stay off of Twitter.
Yeah.
It's a god awful place.
Never did it.
Every
Never-
single
never
week
did it.
I think about deleting the Twitter I have. And there's 2,000 followers on there, and I'll never delete it.
It's the only place that I don't know. It's probably my main source of news is
And I get-
fed through people on Twitter.
I get that. I follow a lot of people on YouTube that I watch like investigative journalism and like independent journalism on YouTube and stuff. But,
Channel
like,
5 News.
What Channel 5 News? Love me some Andrew. I've met Andrew. Dope.
Yeah,
Shout out Andrew.
The man.
I don't believe them. No. I do like.
So raising money for the show. I'm trying to think about trying to figure out ideas for how to do it. Like, you could sell stock, like equity in the business or whatever. You could sell like a fundraising campaign, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this modern way people. I could sell nudes. That's what the OnlyFans girls are doing. Okay,
and let me tell you how much money you make for this show immediately.
$0.
Oh, there's a market for everything. As a man who was on OnlyFans and made $30,000, yeah, you'd make so much money.
Really?
Yeah, because gay men are rich. And they'll pay.
Got a point.
I moved here from that money, dude.
Wow.
38 grand in my bank account. I'm now the poorest I've ever been.
See, I was thinking,
but I'm so much happier.
I was like, okay, I got all these Polaroids. What if I sell that like it's stock? Like I say, okay, I'm
like
taking 10%, like a real NFT. Like an actual NFT.
Yeah.
Like one I can't pull the rug
like a
from.
fungible token.
Yes. Like I say, okay, 10% of the business or the idea, the intellectual property of Intolerable is going to be segmented off into these Polaroids. Let's say I've got 200 of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now each Polaroid is worth 0.5% of the company. 0.5% of that 10%.
Okay.
So 0.5% of that 10%, you get down to whatever it is. Like
whatever the
I think
numbers are.
It would be a quarter of a percent.
Wow.
Of a quarter of a percent.
Now, does the person in that Polaroid get that percentage?
Yeah, so that would be the idea. Is that you would own that, and every year that we could, obviously we're trying to grow and make money with the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those would be like, okay, you're an OG supporter. Here's your like angel investor dividend every single year.
That's cool.
And so then if the show sold like Hot Wings did for $82.5 million, let's say it sold for just 100. Let's make it a round number.
A round number, 100
Let's say we sell 100 Polaroids
to Billboard
for 10% of the show. Mm-hmm. Okay, so each of those Polaroids is now worth what?
0.1%?
A 1/10% of the whole show.
See, how good at math I am?
0.1%. Okay, 1/10 of 1%.
I'm getting down to fractions here.
0.001 of the larger thing.
0.001. Okay, so I was right.
Oh, yeah.
0.01.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So then if you got what's that what's $100 million?
100 mil.
I should be able to do this in my head, but I'm going to just verify back it up so I don't look like a complete dumbass for the rest of the history. So you've got $1 million. Say you sold the show. Let's just say $1 million.
Okay, $1 million.
We just get a developmental deal. Mm-hmm. Okay,
for $1 million.
For $1 million.
From who?
Part of the doesn't matter. Part of the terms of that deal are that the payout has to come back to these angel investors.
George Soros,
right? George Soros.
Soros.
I would be a very useful tool, Mr. Soros. Just know that.
I'll strip naked for you, Mr. George.
Divided by point. Okay, this would be 1%.
Okay,
that's 1/10%.
Oh.
What? I did wrong. I did wrong.
No. I've never once seen a calculator make a word.
I did divide it by.
8,005.
That's $1,000.
That's $1,000.
So if the show sold for $1 million, you would get $1,000 payout on that. So if you bought 10 Polaroids,
that's $10,000, Dave.
Holy shit!
That's $10K.
But then if you did it by 100-fold of that, right? So that's $100,000 if it sold for $100 million. Is the way you think about it, if it was down to that proportion.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even need to say it's you're buying it for $20 to help us buy one new microphone.
Yeah,
or one new arm or whatever.
Yeah, it's very little.
Like you'd have to figure out a way to make it so that someone actually, would want to do it or be interested in being a part of the growing whatever. I don't know. I don't think people care though. But it's also, that's what I want to do with the shows. Show people that capitalism has these weird, wacky backdoor rules that are allowed, that everybody's allowed to use.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole get up of it, is like all the rich people that are using those fun little get arounds. We could use those too. We just don't know about them.
Right.
We just need to learn about them.
You have to get to like certain markers or stopgaps to be able to use certain things. Like you have to own assets to have a loan against that asset to be able to deduct the interest on that loan against your money.
Yeah.
So that that's what.
How do I even go about starting an account in the Caymans?
Well, I mean, yeah, we don't even need to go that far.
You know?
Talk to Jake Paul. He's got all those actual fucking stealing methods.
Stealing money ethics.
I don't know how they get away with it. Is it because they're prominent enough as a useful tool for some higher thing that people that are clearly like evading taxes
People
or
like aren't paying that money.
What do you
Oh,
think?
yeah, dude. I mean, like on that Paul Tyson fight, like, you know, there's so much going on with that. And then, like, I feel like that was part of the whole, like, satiricalness with it.
Hold this a little closer to you.
This, okay.
Just
And
about a
they're gonna-
fist away. About a fist away.
A fist.
Yes,
dude.
check it with a fist. I like doing this.
Yeah,
That's a
that'll
big
work.
fucking fist.
And
Put it,
James
put it down
doing
a little lower too.
Okay.
Pull it down. You can do it.
I'm just trying.
I want to see your face.
No,
There he is.
You don't want to
Look
see
at
that.
him.
I haven't
There he
trimmed
is.
my
Look
mustache
at
in so
him.
long.
See, it's nice
Oh,
you can
man.
have a mustache.
Yeah, it's the only facial hair I can grow. Like, you know, it's funny. I never liked facial hair. During the beginning of COVID, me and my friends were like, okay, let's not shave till... I mean, COVID's only going to be like, what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Ha,
really
pulled the
bad.
blanket out of
really
your
bad
fucking feet.
goatee. I could grow a goatee, but it's atrocious.
At least you have
Atrocious.
follicles on your face, man.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from someone who doesn't. I shave often.
I see follicles.
Yeah,
What are you
Yeah, I
talking
know,
about?
but it's nothing that's like, oh, let's grow that out. If I grew it out, someone would be like, hey, listen, you got to stop writing letters to the
But
government.
that's just because you have a good face.
Yeah, I think it's...
So that's like being like, oh, all these gifts I got from God. I can't
man,
like
my jawline that I got from eating
I can't get
bouncy
the
balls.
experience of like living a bad life because I've just been so you know like
I
it's
just want
yeah,
a beard, dude.
yeah.
You're like, why are you trying to cover that? Like, I'm gold.
I only keep mine on because it's just easier.
Right.
It's less bullshit.
It's less work for
I
you
like
to
it.
do.
It just seems warm. You know what I mean?
That's
I just
what I
wish
said.
I want to
It seems
experience that.
warm.
It just seems warm.
Like lumberjacks grow beards,
Yeah.
not for the looks, probably because it keeps your face nice and toasty.
definitely part of it.
You know, that's
Definitely
a nice and
part.
toasty face. I still have a million
Did
on
you
my
see the pop?
calculator.
Speaking of nice and toasty, did you see the Pop-Tart Bowl, gentlemen?
What?
Dude, this is the only bowl game that matters now to me.
Pop-Tart Bowl?
The Pop-Tart Bowl.
I'm
So
looking it up.
So this is the second year that the Pop-Tart Bowl has happened, and it's taken the
Okay.
internet by storm.
Yeah,
last
Iowa
year.
State.
So when someone wins the Pop-Tart Bowl, they get to choose one of the Pop-Tart mascots to sacrifice in the giant toaster in the center of the field.
No way.
And that Pop-Tart gets toasted and eaten
Word.
by the winning team and comes out in giant Pop-Tart form.
Oh my god.
And so last year, strawberry was the chosen representative.
Of course.
So at this Pop-Tart Bowl, you know, they had a little like timeout, and they cut to the video board, and it's like a tribute video for strawberry.
Yo, rest
And
in
then smoke comes out of the top of the video board and emerges strawberry on the
Strawberry-
top of the stadium.
Strawberry's back?
It's a redemption story, a Jesus-like
Dude,
resurrection
oh my-
story
Jesus
for the
Christ.
Pop-Tart Bowl.
The
I always
Pop-Tarts
knew
had
it.
like holes in its
Always
hands.
knew it.
And then this year, Iowa State won, so they got to choose a new Pop-Tart. So they went with s'mores. The most valuable player was like, get the s'mores cooking. And then
the
you can
s'mores
see the Pop-Tarts, like, as they start going down, they're like, ah! You know,
Oh,
the
they're
mascot.
screaming in
Oh,
pain?
it's so
That's
Oh,
fun.
that's great,
The
dude.
Pop-Tart Bowl is great.
Man, that's the only
my
sports
goodness.
thing that I would buy tickets to.
I'm telling you.
Not even the Super Bowl.
Just wear like a Pop-Tart outfit.
Yeah,
like
just
I'm
a
here for the
full-
tarts.
Yeah,
I'm not here
dude.
for football.
Yeah, fuck toaster
I'm not. Fuck toaster strudel.
Dude, I don't need your
Pop-Tarts.
icing, man.
Yeah, no, I don't
Pop-Tarts,
need no
It was always
icing.
there for you. You know
If
what I mean?
want icing, okay, Pop
have a
Tarts that
Pop-Tart
aren't iced
anywhere.
get fucked.
They aren't ice. I've only had a few.
Like there's like
I
a
kinda
cinnamon
fuck with them.
sugar, no icing. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why is that being sold? Why is that on shelves?
Oh, no icing. I see.
No
see. I
icing.
thought you were talking about freezing. Apparently, that's a thing too. People
Freezing a
freeze them.
Pop-Tart?
Yeah. I always get Pop-Tart ads on Instagram, and it'll always have the pools like toasted or freeze, and it's like 12 to fucking
You're like, hold on.
Who the fuck's doing that?
Who's freezing Pop Tarts?
It's a thing apparently. It's
That's
a
eating
niche thing.
frozen-
I bet you
waffles.
that the people that freeze Pop-Tarts and people that smoke chicken wings are two separate circles.
Oh yeah, they never cross paths.
I'm gonna go
Exactly.
flip these wings.
I'm gonna go freeze my tarts.
right on.
Oh my God.
Have you listened to
Freezer
radio before in
space.
your life, Jack?
Maybe once on Grand Theft Auto. You
Like
know?
the
Okay,
radio.
like
yeah.
the radio. I don't know if they do
Yeah.
that on Grand Theft Auto Radio, but we're gonna kick it to break with our signature
Right
station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit! Was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. The wings are flipped. And this guy's I've been flipped. Sent to the nether realm.
I think I saw a scary monster while I was there. It's not good, dude. I tried hitting it with bug spray.
Oh, man. I hate to tell you folks, but we might make a transition to monochrome photos.
Is it cool?
It's a little too cool.
A little too cool.
I couldn't find any Polaroids. I ordered a week ago a pack of 100 more Polaroids. And, man, it hasn't gotten here. When it said it was Amazon, they sell my book, but I don't wish they could get products quicker.
But those Polaroids, man, they're taking a fucking
And so I'm
minute.
like, this morning, I'm not going to do a pod with these two legendary gentlemen and not be able to take a Polaroid picture. So I drive around for like 45 minutes. No one's got, it's all mini. Everyone wants mini. Because they want to get together with their girlies and slam together as small as they can and be like,
Get together with their girlies.
you know?
Yeah.
I must be one of the only men using Polaroids at this kind of a per capita basis.
You're using the horizontal.
The wide.
There's
So I couldn't find
The
wide anyway,
wide.
and they only had wide in monochrome, long story short.
okay, but take into consideration how many people live in the United States and how many dudes there are. And
You're looking up monochrome photos?
okay, well I was gonna say Vivian Meyer, who used to be a nanny in New York City back in the 70s, or no, 60s. Shit, no, probably way earlier than that.
Okay.
Anyway, she took street photography,
Oh.
all in monochrome. She didn't release any of her work until she died. Someone found a box full of her photos, all Polaroids in black and white. Coolest shit in the world.
So is there an ethical qualm there where, like, if I'm an artist like that and I don't ever release any of my art and then you find it and release it, like, isn't that a little bit like, don't we have an issue with that?
I think it was her daughter.
Can't say nothing.
Yeah, okay. Then we can kind of,
released it?
but then I don't know. Then I would also go, okay, well, that's even more questionably
I mean,
ethically
did
bad.
your mom give you those photos for you to do whatever you want to do with them? Or did she give you a box of photos and be like, never
Or
let the
did you
world see
find
these?
the photos and we're like, I can make money off my mom's photos?
See, and I
hope that's not the
I
situation
hope
here.
that's not the case, because those photos are fucking dope, dude.
And I'm not trying to.
Her
I'm just
work is
saying it's
sick.
just interesting how you can inject ethical problems into everything, or you
yeah.
can just move life and be like, oh, sick monochrome photos.
Yeah, because that's the point I hit it from was, those are dope.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about maybe that daughter took all those photos from that.
Jack, isn't this funny? This is where my brain goes after taking something after giving you the full cloud.
No.
This is, the brain's broken.
I'm so
trying to limit
sorry.
the rockets as much as I can, Jack, and it's not working.
And
Rockets are headed towards your house right now.
I feel
beautiful. I
so
love
bad when I get someone that high, because like I can function off of it, and other people are like, I feel so slow now. I'm like, why did I do that to you? Now I feel bad.
Listen, it wasn't the weed, man. It was the fucking math you guys are doing.
Yeah, it was the numbers we were doing.
Yeah, well, I got to make it very.
Right now.
Yeah.
Sell some stocks. I saw that GameStop movie.
Yeah, it's basically we're trying to figure out how to.
movie.
Yeah, I was not expecting that whole movie. You know what? The only scene I take away from that whole movie is that where they're playing tennis.
Okay, yeah, him and his Pete Davidson.
Is it Pete Davidson? I thought
His
it was
brother?
Seth Rogen and fucking
Seth Rogen's the billionaire.
yeah, and then the guy who's in Parks and Rec. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Nick Offerman. Yep.
Nick Offerman.
Good pull.
You know,
Yep,
they're playing
you're 100%
tennis, and
right.
It's just like so good, like the way they're filming, like everything about them and whatnot. So good.
The poor people?
The poor, no, just the rich people.
Oh, the rich people.
Yeah.
Are they talking about the poor
Those
people? Or
get filmed all the time.
yeah, we get filmed without our permission.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could go to like some rich person and try to be like, yo, I'd have to, it's either that or get a rich person to believe in me.
Give me $7 million.
Right? Well, I don't need that much even. Like, not even close to that, dude.
It's
$7.5
possible.
million.
Like they're people too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, no, I definitely think they're people, but
And
I just think
You ever met
why
some
don't
country
matter.
club- like country club types. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no,
they're like they're dudes, and you just got to connect them. It's like, hey, you should give me $40 million.
$40 million
See,
is so
that's-
much more than 7, and that's such a better idea.
What's the richest guy that you've ever met? That's a fun question.
That's a good question.
Interesting. You know, fuck, I don't know. I know my mom. I have two moms. Do the math, they're not gay. But fucking one of my moms that has like a pretty like rich boyfriend or whatever. You know, like he's a country club cat.
Country
You know
club
what I mean?
cat.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He always talks about the greens, bro.
The greens.
So level.
Did you press that button on your mic again on accident by chance?
No, am I muted?
You might be muted. It looks like
No.
you're tragic.
Press it again. There it is.
Talk.
Have I been
Leave
muted
it. Yeah,
this whole
you've been.
time?
I don't know how long you've been muted, but
Oh,
you muted
jeez.
yourself at some point.
Start back.
I did not
at
touch
the beginning.
I was hearing you through his mic. That's what you guys got to stay quiet when the others talk because you can hear each other through the other.
Word.
No, it's good. We got you. It just muffled.
Right
Just muffled.
Yeah. Charlie Brown, Jack.
Oh, dude.
This is Jack Thomas Graham. He's a stand-up comedian. Very eclectic style.
Oh man,
He's
you
been
know
in
my
the room.
I heard
names.
Tony talking about someone. I've seen comedians ripping Casey Rockett's style, and I was like, oh no, is he talking about Jack Thomas Graham?
Oh my god,
Tony who?
dude.
No, he's just like a Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh.
You know, Casey Rockett's just
Yeah, I
like
was
got
gonna
this
say
weird
Tony
eclectic
Hinchcliffe
thing.
knows
Oh, dude,
Jack
that's
Thomas
a call out.
And I was like, damn, there's lots of people I know that like have a kind of style like that.
I was going to say something about. I saw a video of yours that you posted.
oh yeah.
Your clip from Locust.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
thank
watched
you.
that,
Fuck yeah.
and I felt like I did whippets. After your set, I
the
go,
PetSmart one.
one,
Yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck just happened? Why do I feel lightheaded?
Do you want to retell it here for people?
Oh
or-
man, yeah. So I mean, you know,
if you don't, that's fine too.
I mean, like I'll do the main part of it, the part I like. You know, it's like I'm this guy. You know, I used to work at PetSmart. All right, and I'm gonna be the guy to say it. Those pets, not that smart. No, they're really not. Like the Chinese water dragon I used to sell, doesn't even speak Chinese. Won't even do the accent. Won't even fly. What a joker. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
even fly.
Yeah, dude. That's
Every
it's
time I
fun.
see your stuff, it's
That's
just
fun.
like I feel like I've been rocked from another dimension.
I don't
Like-
think I know what really comedy is. Like, I
yeah.
feel
It takes
you
like
know,
so long to even
and
like
so it's
try
like,
to think. You know.
You might as well like be. I feel like we're trying to be like you're trying to make people laugh. You're trying to have a good time, be entertaining. You know. So I mean, I'm just gonna have fun with it. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah.
think if that's your goal, you're doing just that.
Oh, totally.
You're having fun. You're doing your own thing because you're nothing like anybody else in the scene.
Oh man, that's sweet.
Seriously, nothing like anybody else in the scene.
You're
When I
sweet.
see you do thing, like I always want to go after you so I can fucking say something because it's always so intricate. It's always so. It's like you have little things that you say that seem like you come up with them on the spot,
Yeah.
but you say it over and over again to where I know like you know exactly when to drop in a little something there, and it feels like you're just fucking riffing. But but I've heard your sets to where I know, oh, he said that before. You know
Yeah.
exactly what needs to go where, which is like you know when to fill a puzzle on stage.
Sentence enhancers. They call them
Yeah.
sentence enhancers.
That's what
I
they
have
call
a-
it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I heard that recently. I'm like, those are what those are for
I
sure.
have a fucking coaster that says sentence enhancers.
Oh, nice.
So my
It's a
mom
good
got it
coaster.
for me. It says I don't call them cuss words. I call them sentence enhancers. Like cunt, sentence enhancers.
Wait, he said census or sentence.
Sentence, yeah,
Oh.
sentence.
Okay.
I'm over
Oh,
here.
Yeah. I got lazy lips.
I'm missing everything
sometimes.
through this arm, dude.
Oh man,
It puts
Like a
up a
chameleon.
barrier.
really is
Here,
kind of
I'm
warm.
fucking.
Well, no. Oh, this is-
here at the show, dude.
Oh man,
Oh,
look
there
at
you go.
that.
That's so much better.
Oh, I can
Look at
see
that
your beautiful
elbow.
hot eyes, your elbows. Yeah.
Speaking of eyes, dude,
Mhm.
Feel free to
Being
move that
over
around if
here-
you need. Pull it closer, or whatever. But
Yeah.
at this length
down. Yeah.
to you, women would be very jealous of the length of your eyelashes.
Oh,
Dude,
I've
that's-
heard that my whole life.
That's
Yeah.
mad how long your eyelashes are.
No, I feel like we all kind of got some long eyelashes, but
Yeah.
I've heard that my whole life, dude.
But
What
I-
does that even? Hang on, time out.
Right?
What does that mean?
Okay,
No.
Hang on, for him. I want to dig into
that
this.
he's been hurt.
That everybody has long eyes. No, everybody's got.
Well,
What do you
I'm
fucking
not-
mean by
That's
that?
an
I'm not
emotional
trying to
thing.
like
you-
rip on alopecia people, like I'm not saying like hair follicles, you know what I mean? But
I don't
like,
have those.
literally more than me. You have
Yeah,
almost
that's what I'm
stubble, like-
saying. He's full of shit.
It doesn't fill
Lie.
out. It doesn't fill out.
Lie.
It's bad. It looks bad. It looks like I have to hire women to clean my room
You
while
look
I
like
play
you make-
Minecraft.
You'd look like you make cookies in a brick house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
We
brick.
can market that. We can market all the
House.
adjustments.
I'm pissed, dude.
No
Why?
worries.
Jamie,
Fine, dude.
search up Ringo Starr getting head from the lizard in Zootopia.
They
Do
got
it.
that
Do it
now.
now.
They got that in AI.
AI that
Find
for
it.
me, Jamie.
AI that, Jamie? Jamie,
Render
make it-
that. Let's render that.
Will you render that, Jamie? Put it in a 3D printer?
Well, what a nice compliment to give to him. Sorry for the mic
dude,
and everything. That's a great
I
compliment.
feel like I totally didn't say. Like, yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome,
Appreciate
Jack
that.
Thomas Graham. My boss wears eyelash extensions, and I see, I notice how long
You
they
know,
are.
that's actually part of the bit.
And then I
it
look
was like
at
a
you.
little like secret, and you figured out.
They're
Dude,
eyelash
I always
extensions?
put on extenders when I wake up. Man.
Dude, I mean, you
Yeah.
do a really good job at applying them. They look seamless.
Thank you. No, I'm trying to be pretty. You know, and we all are. We all have long
That's
eyelashes.
just what we're trying
you know
to
what
go
I
through
mean?
life, dude.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck does that mean, Jack? I'm gonna again
We're all part
pause
of the
and try to
family.
dig into
You
this.
know what I
What
mean?
do you
Okay.
mean when you say we all have long
That
eyelashes?
feeling that you get
sentence.
right there,
Yeah.
every time I
When-
watch a set, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening?
You know, you take a blink sometimes and you see the universe through your eyes in a split second. You know, what you're talking about with the 0.012, we're going to the moon, all that. Yeah. Like, for that split second, you have the long eyelashes.
The long on. Oh, so. Hang on.
Listen,
I think
man,
I get
took
it.
a lot of acid during the pandemic.
The
I was
long.
gonna say, I need to take
I think it's the
ayahuasca.
long. I haven't done any of this, but I think the long.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's my alarm.
Is it really?
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
This
dog,
fucking
there's
guy. What a
there's
narc.
police
Hang on. Time out.
officer.
No, it's random noises.
For that to be
It's
your
random
it's
noises.
random noises. For
Yeah,
that to
yeah.
be your alarm, dude. I'm gotta.
Oh man, take me to jail, dude.
Dude, that you should be
I'm so sorry.
put on a
Look, loudest
absolute lit.
alarm. That's,
Dude, that's
the app's
crazy.
called
Stop!
loud.
No, dude, I can't. That's.
His phone just
I'm
said,
so-
I'm okay.
I might have
switched
to
off
hard.
your alarm.
I might have to hard check him out. This
Dude, I'm
A
not.
cop
I'm not
alarm?
a fed.
A cop
I'm not
alarm?
a fed. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Take your shirt off right now.
Yeah, dude. No. Oh no.
Are
it's
you
a
wearing a
bomb.
wire?
Wearing a
God
bomb.
damn it, Jack.
I got vintage Van
You're not
Margera
allowed
on,
in an
dude.
airport.
So, what does it? I've never taken umbrage or even notice of another man's eyelashes, and I would say,
Okay.
just to be honest, I look at other men more than most straight whatever dudes probably should
Mm-hmm.
or do.
Gay.
As a it's gay.
No, that's just me.
Oh
Love girl,
Bi
love
over
women,
here.
love girl.
Gay.
One in particular.
yeah, but gay other than
Handsome
that.
guy right here.
I was told, dude.
These eyelashes are so. I didn't mean.
Has your partner told
I
you?
didn't mean to
Has your
bump
girl told you that you're gay? I was called gay recently by my partner. I'm like, what the fuck?
Swag.
I'm like, is that swag?
She
Is that
doesn't
points?
say it to
I
my
mean,
face,
like,
but she
kinda.
knows.
There it is.
Matters
like-
how you took it.
Yeah, no, me and her have we're kind of tight to where she's my best friend,
Frack.
but she's the only girl I fuck with in that sense. To where if it wasn't for her, I probably would venture into the other direction. Because men are icky, so I wouldn't date guys, but also women are other women are very I don't know, they're just it's weird to explain, man, especially since I've been in a relationship for 6 years.
Should we let him try to dig
Don't
himself out of
try
this?
and-
Or?
don't
No,
let me
let's
do that.
let's go somewhere else.
Jack,
with
start talking, man.
Oh man, you guys ever?
Have you seen the footage?
What?
He goes, "Have you been to an amusement park?" And I said, "Have you seen the footage?"
No, I mean I've seen footage.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the footage.
You haven't seen
though.
my footage.
Did you see the footage of those orb things in the sky
Oh, dude.
that
When
they
was
got on
that?
the news? Atlanta, Georgia, captured a live
Yeah,
shot on a
Some of these
telecam.
drones are they look like the drones you can
But
get.
have you seen the orb, dude?
I haven't
on
seen
the
an orb.
news.
I've
Okay,
seen-
hang
yeah,
on.
I've seen-
I haven't
saw
seen an
photos
orb.
of that.
I didn't know an orb was a thing. I didn't know they were doing orbs yet.
Spirit up.
I mean, I was told in the last pod that if, some people have these insane ideas. So, these are some of these insane ideas. These orbs are signal of our ability. We've made some type of leap technologically.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
like we did with the nuke.
Like a 3-body
And so
problem?
now they're kind of coming in to check more frequently on us, and they're
Okay.
presenting themselves in these orb ways or whatever type of thing.
Sucks that they're orbs, though. I really did want them to be like little green men.
I just kind of feel like it's all a psyop. I feel like you got the shitty drones that we see in the sky, and we see then this fucking UFO sphere bullshit. And like, I bet it's just the same. Like, oh, like let's do 2 psyops at once almost.
It's
you
just
know what
the
I mean?
same thing,
Because
but they're like making them different colors.
I mean, dude, like I don't know. We got the tech. We have to have some technology by now, because like all of 80s movies, like by this time, you know, we're gonna be flying cars and shit.
Yeah, well, we didn't elect Bernie Sanders back in 2016. That was our one mistake.
Dude, how could people fuck up on that? I went to a Run DMC.
All right, here.
Bernie
This is
Sanders rally in 2016.
this
How
is
is
the
that a
orb.
combo?
Look at this.
Look
This
at
is
that.
live.
So good.
That's live on a news that video operator is zooming in on.
God,
Zooming
dude,
in on, and they
no.
didn't cut away from.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh no!
And they're like trying to
That's an
explain it
angel.
live. They're like,
Oh,
what? So
dude,
that's the
that's
thing that I
what?
told my buddy. I'm like,
Fuck,
he starts talking about this conspiracy stuff. And I'm like,
fuck.
this is way too biblical. Like,
Yeah,
this
it is.
aligns way too much
that's
with too many
spooky.
scripture
With the-
texts
yeah,
and
with the
ancient things.
Bible.
That is the
And
scariest.
if you know anything,
design I was
if you know
gonna see
anything
right
about
now.
like the how writing works and how it is worked historically, like people write in allegories.
Yeah.
They don't write in direct truths.
No, they write
So-
in comparisons.
So for these things to be so close to, you know, us loosely pulling from the allegories that are presented through scripture,
Yeah.
not just from a Christian sense, but across multiple.
but across multiple
it's
religions.
like, whoa,
Because
brother.
they're all, in a sense, all shared platforms. Like, they're just the same things happening to different
They're people trying to pass down teachings and ancient knowledges, right?
Yeah,
In like
through different ways. You
and
can
like
find
better ways to live.
hundreds of the same story in different religions.
And so then it's like, okay, well, if you take the whole, if you had a hypothetical view and you take the conclusion, in a religious sense, let's say that like, okay, the interdimensional time travelers that harvest human souls, right?
yeah.
And some of them harvest for good and bad. They laid out these rules through these religious scriptures so that they could maintain people's souls.
Yeah, okay. So, like, angels and demons.
So that
Yeah.
they like, well, yeah, sure. I mean, it,
40K right now. Holy cow.
so like, you know, if you follow certain tenets, you live your soul's maintained better, and maybe then they can use that soul for a better purpose, or you can become a better useful soul.
They're just guiding you how they want you at the end of your life so they can take your soul and use it for a
or
specific
they know that it's like beyond that, and we do have free will and choice and our own path and souls, and so like that's why when you make a bad decision, you feel that like pit in your chest. That's a soul
feeling.
death, maybe.
Ah.
Kind of
I like
fun,
this,
funky
like-
to think about, right?
I like this Ram Dass version of Sean that I'm like, dude, you're spiritual as hell, brother.
Bro, I minored in religion because it was so interesting to me.
Yeah,
dude.
it's cool as
I was like,
fuck,
it
dude.
was
I'd always
fun.
wanted to go to prison so I could read the Quran.
Well, I was like,
Shave your head.
I grew up Catholic,
Word.
and I was pretty quickly, you know, insightful about the world around me and stuff like that, and critical.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is all bullshit.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
isn't
the
real.
same
I'm
thing
an
with me.
atheist.
I grew up Episcopalian.
And then I was
fuck
like,
that, dude.
I kind of fought back to like non-denominational Christianity as,
Word.
you know, communities here, and there's some like good things that
Good
I
things
don't
come out of this.
Sure.
yeah.
Yes.
It's there for a reason, and
Right.
the reason might not be, oh, we're all going to heaven, but
bingo.
we're all getting together and we're all loving
Yeah,
each other
yeah.
and creating a family.
I don't
in
think I
church
knew at
and
the
stuff.
time, but like I was like seeing those like second and third run effects of like secondary and tertiary impacts from a thing, instead of just like abortion's good or bad,
Yeah.
the right's good or bad,
Yeah,
less
yeah.
good or bad, you know, like these like
Looking
black
at
and
it
white
from a
views
very
of the
black
world.
and white, yeah,
Which when
absolutely.
you're young, you're like, it's a tree, it's a dog. You're trying to get a sense of black and white.
Yeah.
Did you ever do like any youth group stuff or Sunday school?
I did like Young Life.
Y'all-
Oh,
And-
dude,
yeah.
I mean, I went for the free pizza, dude.
Yeah,
Nice.
so y'all did church on Wednesdays?
Yeah, or on Friday. I think my school was Thursdays.
Okay, because like it was in the middle of the week, and I'm like, this is not Sunday's the day of the Lord. I don't know if you guys are aware, but
You got in the memo?
yeah, I have shit to do this week.
That's bad marketing.
They don't
Anyway,
know.
then like in college, I was, you know, my Uncle Bill married a Thai woman who's Buddhist, and so I was like,
damn.
and there was some rift in her understanding of mine and my uncle's relationship, and that I was like, okay, well, I want to like dig in and try to understand like why this might be, and it, you know, seemed like some of it, as it was being explained to me, lied in the religious
Stemmed from
background.
religious, yeah.
And so I was
from
like, okay, let me
religious
try to
experience.
understand this. And as I dig deeper, I'm like, oh, damn. Again, there's some stuff in here that's very useful in a primary, secondary, tertiary way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, politics in college is so dumb, and it was frustrating to study it. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to study religion, philosophy. Let's Ram Dass it up, or whatever you want to put it. Let's think weird.
Did you ever take mushrooms?
I've taken, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you've done mushrooms. Okay, so then,
But not like crazy. I've never gone.
you never broken through like 4 or 5 grams.
No. I always keep it.
Keep it at a lower dose.
I mean, yeah. I always keep it low, like tame enough that I've had fun, and I've gotten to the point where you're like, you get to those like conclusions.
Yeah.
But me myself, I'm the type where it's like, I'm already overly doing those things in my mind, so I don't really
7 grams in. It'd be
pretty
probably see God.
I think I might be bad too. I might be like you're evil, kill yourself. Type of
right.
Thing.
You're like, fuck, man, that's not what I wanted out of this.
No, not the
I
move.
wanted to be able to like shift through walls.
That would be cool.
Not to kill myself.
Do you go outside or do you stay inside?
That's the big decision for me whenever I do psychedelics.
Yeah.
Because going outside seems like it will change your life.
You
like,
find it so comfortable.
You're
inside.
just you're set in your way where you are, and then you're like, what if we were to go outside? And then someone who else is like also on mushrooms looks at you as like, you shut the fuck up. You never bring that up again. Ever. And it's just like, right. Totally. Outside's bad.
Why do some people don't like outside?
I feel like for me, I've done a lot of psychedelics mainly in illegal states. So like South Carolina, right? I've only done mushrooms here maybe twice, and I've lived here for a year and some change. So like I haven't tripped a lot in Colorado where psilocybin is decriminalized. So your brain kind of goes to that, there's not really anything that can happen to me right now other than like I make a bad decision to jump off a building and I can fly. No, you can't. But like you're never going to get to that point off of mushrooms. Totally. In South Carolina, I was like, someone's going to find me. They're going to put me in prison and I'm going to go to jail. And my mom and dad are going to be so upset.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that ran through my head. So if to go outside was me taking a risk.
Well, I took a long time to even like dip my toe into mushrooms because I was like, I grew up in like drugs. We don't do meth.
Yeah, no matter what.
And
if
so
it's
it was
Tylenol, you have to come and ask.
I broke apart my family in high school to be like, causing problems to fight for weed being a medical thing for my pain.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
now my dad's eating gummies like it's fucking
yeah,
no tomorrow. I'm like, this is you. So this is you. So all of that was bullshit when I was 17. You fucking dickhead.
That's funny.
We couldn't have just been cool about it.
Yeah, but so then I was like, I know myself well enough, even at that point, to be like, I don't need to do the acid, which, in high school in Boulder, Colorado, people get into that.
Like, let's do acid. Yeah. No,
which is cool. I mean, if you're having fun with that, cool.
I've spent many a days laying on top of a 2005 Toyota Highlander, throwing a hacky sack in the air, letting it land on my stomach, tripping off my ass to where I'm like, I don't think I want to do that anymore.
I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't ever usually go between like more than a regular dose of like acid or mushrooms at the times I've done it. Now I just honestly microdose, right?
But like, acid or mushrooms?
Usually, I haven't done acid in years.
Okay,
cool. But here's what I'm gonna say.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I think you're like younger than me, right? Or no?
Definitely.
You're like 24?
Oh man,
23?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Well, you're 26?
I'm 27. So we're about the same age then.
Oh, okay.
Both of you are older than I am. I'm 24.
Oh, no, we knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew that.
You carry yourself like
you're post 9/11?
I'm just a baby.
You're post 9/11.
Little baby boy.
I'm not post 9/11.
No.
Don't you ever say
He was
that to
born
me.
into the plane.
I was born on the plane.
First class.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was a little baby. I was one.
Swag.
I was 1 year old.
You better have been
whenever
there.
those towers hit.
You better have been there. Bro.
And I was trying to warn my parents, but they couldn't
Do you remember
understand me.
Not really.
Okay,
no.
I remember it barely.
You were like 4?
I was like, it's like I think it's my first memory.
Whoa, imagine
To tell you
that.
the truth, yeah.
First memory
9/11.
being one of the biggest acts of terrorism.
Mine's like on a pier. Yours is 9/11.
Mine's on a pier.
Hey, mine was on a pier for the United States. We were jumping into war. Come on, folks.
Hey.
I remember pooping at the Olive Garden. But not like in the bathrooms. I used to go into the tables.
When you were young?
Yeah, when I was a baby.
Oh.
Like when I was a kid.
That's disgusting.
Like 4 or 5.
You remember going under the table to
remember going
poop?
under the Olive Garden tables and just standing there crouching, just taking a shit.
Did you know it's because when you were here, you were family?
Yeah. I was allowed to.
Breadsticks, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, these guys don't mind.
They know.
Yeah.
They're family.
They're practically my uncle and aunt.
Carrie, can we get another round of water?
Yeah, Carrie, one more round. Also, I took a shit under the table.
But it's in my pants. It's good. I'm a baby, Carrie.
I'm just a baby, Carrie. I took a poo-poo.
So how long have you been doing comedy then? Did you? Are you're not from here?
No, I'm from LA. Well, no, I don't get to say that. I'm from Pasadena.
That's cooler than being from LA.
No,
Pasadena's cool.
But I feel like
you like roses.
You're taking a California view of that though.
I mean, I spent a lot of my time in LA. Like my sister lives there. My best buddy lived down in Santa Monica. Like I would just always be all over. I would hardly be in my town. But yeah, I started doing comedy around a year and a half ago, and.
In LA or here?
Oh no, I started in LA, and that's the thing is I left. Part of the reason I came out to Denver is I didn't really dig the LA scene. There's plenty full mics. You know what I mean? Like
there's nothing that it's not dry to where you don't have anything.
It's not dry. It's just I dig that everyone here. I don't feel like there's really beef. Like it's so less kind of a little ego-y. Ooh, I feel a little gnarly throwing shade over LA comics, but you know what I mean? Everyone here is so tight. You can't have not bad vibes with most stand-up comics you meet up out here.
I agree.
Everyone's a sweetheart, and so it's for some reason I feel like that just it makes me want to go out more,
Yeah, you want to go to more mics.
There's not a sour attitude, I guess.
That's nice.
Say. That's what I'm really trying to say.
Yeah, I don't have anything to compare it to mic-wise because I didn't do this where I used to live, but
oh yeah.
Coming to Denver and being in the comedy scene here, starting out in the comedy scene here, I feel like it's probably one of the best scenes to start out in. But then also when you're getting reps in and stuff, people are aware of you and people treat you like a friend. So it's
totally. But what I would say is, Denver, I feel like Denver's open mic scene kicks LA. We're funnier. I think you all are funnier for sure.
That's good.
I mean that. Isn't that cool? I don't know.
Did you hit a lot of open mics in LA?
I tried to. I mean,
were you living under your car out there too, or
no? I lived with my family back in I've been from there my whole life. So that's another thing is I was where can I go that's the same almost vibe in a lot of senses, but different in its own thing. And I don't know,
colder.
Well, I was I was just there's not much for me here in LA besides my family. I did school, can't really get a job.
Where'd you go to school?
Cal State Northridge.
What'd you study?
Marketing. And that's the thing. I was man, it's bad. I can't identify really any of this math, dude. I did accounting and all that shit. I didn't go to the moon. But
do you fuck with it, or is it just shit that you're just eh?
Oh man, I just thought I was gonna let me learn marketing. And
hold the mic a little down and close to you.
Let me learn marketing, and then let me continue to be an artist. I don't know. I used to kind of want to work more with music back in the day. Okay. I wanted to be a music marketer, and just kind of isn't possible. It's really hard to get into, And I was just trying to get through school, so I feel I didn't really pursue a career in that through school. You know what I mean? And I was just I'll do marketing. I'd do anything with that. Before I came out here, I was a gas station cashier for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. Sold a lot of cigarettes. More cigarettes than gas, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, dude. Nobody wants gas anymore.
And then it's cool because you start to see the type of person who'd get which type of cigarette. This old lady always got these
Virginia Slims.
Yeah, some shit like that. The guy, tough guy, would always get Marlboro Reds.
Cowboy Killers.
Yeah, Cowboy Killer. And then I don't know, it was just make conversations about it. I hardly smoked cigarettes in my whole life. I mean, I like one every now and then, but I have to I feel bullshit that I know shit about cigarettes. Oh yeah, dude, the kick on that, incredible.
The kick on that, dude, that's crazy.
So 2 weeks of the job, and then you save up money to move out, or
I was planning to leave. Oh my god, it's such a fucked up.
I want to hear it, dude. This is great.
I was just yeah, dude. I felt I was kind of in I just need something more out of life, dead end, right? And I had my good buddy, he lived in Santa Monica. We'd always go to Santa Monica at night, right? And I was just I just don't know. I want to change, dude. I don't know what to do. And he goes, well, why don't you just go live out of your car? I'm what? In Denver?
Yeah.
And then we laughed about it.
You just bullshitted the idea?
Dude, this whole thing's a bullshit. And now I have an apartment. I lived in my car to via apartment, dude. Like, I have 2 jobs. It's crazy.
Wait, you have an apartment now?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Jack
brother.
Thomas
Thank
Graham.
you.
That's a huge move, dog.
Cute little place, honestly. It's
How much
super-
square footage you got? What's your square footage?
Like maybe 270.
That can't be true.
That's
it's
insane. You
300.
live
Really?
in a
It's
closet?
tiny.
It's so tiny, dude. It's
Is
insane.
it one bed?
It's a studio.
It's a studio.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You better not be paying over $1,500.
No, it's I'm paying like $950.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. And you don't have a roommate.
No, I don't.
That's
I'm right on
nice.
Capitol Hill. But
Do you have
yeah.
do you have a cat?
No, I kind of wish I had a pet though. I'm thinking of a succulent. It might work out. I don't know.
That's perfect.
It's
Right.
almost a bet.
Well,
Yeah.
if it dies, you don't feel
Ronald.
as bad.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, and Lord knows, I've killed way more plants than, well, I've never killed a pet. So yeah. But yeah, the whole thing was
Plants are
bullshit.
So you come out here, just literally after
I'm
that?
just like, I mean,
I
I
wanna
could, at the
win.
time I couldn't afford, exactly. I couldn't afford an apartment. And so I'm like, I'm just going to live out of my car. 09 Honda Accord, folks. One of the best maintained cars ever. It's insane. And yeah,
Damn,
like,
dude.
I don't know. I was only planning to be out here for like maybe 2 months. And then I was going to like kind of travel. I kind of assumed or guessed I was going to go to like maybe Austin.
When did you move out
September.
here?
Like the end of June.
Okay.
And it was crazy because I started working at Comedy Works on July 5th.
How'd you get a job?
I was just the first fucking thing I applied to. I was expecting to
really?
work. I was going to work at like King Soopers or just a gas station like I was out
Fuck
here. I was like, fuck it. And then
And Comedy Works was the first thing you applied to?
first people email me back. Dude, it was
Dude,
insane. And
That's
then
fate.
it's insane, right? And then like it was so tight, like just I found like a parking lot on top of a hill. 4th of July happened, y'all went hard, and then I just started like the job and met everybody I know out here, and it's just great, dude.
Do you like working at the club?
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of miss having nights, you know what I mean?
now I get that.
But like, I mean, I don't
But
know,
that's part of the...
it's totally fine.
That's the
It's
grind.
way
totally
better
fine.
to trade a little bit of sponging
Yeah,
of learning.
no, exactly.
Get yourself out of the box office. I mean, I guess you're doing that for money, though. For hours, right?
Yeah, it does get so boring, dude. The fucking entered
Well,
ones.
I just think... No. I think I'm just coming at it purely from I'm hearing your story and loving your story and the
Thank
passion you applied to life. And it seems like... the more time that you're in the showroom, giving showroom presence or bussing and listening to pros do it and watching crowds react, the better you are as in the long run of sponging up learning. If you have the mind for that.
I agree. No, when I like I
What you do.
I totally am checking out. Like, I mean, I'll watch the crowd for sure, but yeah, like I've learned how to like just listen to it and like, you know, you peek over every now and then or whatever, you watch it at certain points. And like, there's so much I've picked up on, and it's great. And just like how comfortable you can be with yourself on stage. Like, what biggest thing I feel like one of the biggest like things in comedy is like if you're overthinking it, it's like
It's not fun anymore.
yeah, it's not fun.
It becomes a
Exactly.
chore.
You like it's gotta be fun, dude. Like even if you suck and like people hate on your stuff, you had fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, cause it's such a commitment of time and effort as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, like I had to... so I... After work on Thursday, I went to Monkey Barrel because I was like, I've got a few new stuff I want to work on. And I was like waiting, trying to get up. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like I had to, he can't bump someone for me to, I've been, waiting. I'm not going to make it. I got to work at 6:30. Like, I was like, Gary, cut me. I got to leave. Cross me off. And he's like, all right. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm like, what if I just do one joke? Can you like squeeze me and I'll just do one joke? Like,
I
just
did
so I can
see
work
you
on
do that
one new
joke.
thing so I don't feel like I wasted my
Like
whole
you
night
wasted
out.
your night.
Like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, just let me do one joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was nice enough to let me sneak in, and I did 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I was quick in and
saw
out,
it.
and it was one of those things where like it wasn't the greatest, but like I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
and I had fun getting to try that out.
Yeah.
And
And
it was
then you're like, okay, that's got legs.
It
I
has
can
something there.
I can
shit,
work
but-
on that.
yeah,
Maybe this isn't it, but I can work on that to know don't throw it away.
Yeah. Because I was gonna never try it.
Never
versus-
ever do
yeah,
it
yeah,
because you weren't going to get that 1 minute and 30 seconds to try one joke. But then
and
you got
because
it.
I only got that, I was like, all right, well, I get to just try this.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
just go into it.
Yeah, no.
So that was a good practice.
I love Garrett. He's
the man.
Oh, he's
so
the
shouts
best,
out
dude.
Monkey Barrel.
Yeah,
Follow
dude.
Pallet
Shout out
City
Monkey Barrel.
Could you
Comedy.
imagine doing comedy on a pallet?
I'm surprised one hasn't broken under me.
I'm surprised that pallet's still going. It's the same pallet.
Things
It's
are tough.
always outside. I'm surprised
Things
it
are
hasn't
tough.
rotted out.
Oh, it's usually
It's a tough pallet, man.
It's the same palette. It's never been traded out.
If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that.
I feel like there's been an upgrade. I feel like he would have
there had to have
upgraded.
been.
I don't know.
There's a master plan going in the.
I know he's always looking at new palettes.
He's always taking a gander at all these palettes.
You
making
want to hear something funny about that night last Thursday?
So did you get? You got up late. I felt bad because you came too, and I was like,
no,
wanted to see you do your set.
It's fine, man. Here's so funny. I was just so exhausted. I think both of you have already left. We were part of like the last bit that went up, anyways. At one point, I just fell asleep at one of those tables.
Did you really?
Yeah, and Grant Lucas just wakes me up. You're like, you're going up. I went, what? And I was just like the last person. I was like, all right. Fucking gotta tell him, man. It's just so exhausted.
Did you how'd it go?
I did a sleepy set. Yeah, it was
That's
so
nice.
funny because it was like just waking up and like it wasn't it didn't have a good flow to it, but I feel like I felt like it was good. You know, I played it off for what it is. You're just literally waking up and doing comedy, and then that was it.
It's like being a firefighter.
What time?
That's what I felt like.
What time did you get off stage?
Oh man, I just know I got home around like maybe like 2.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
they were still going by midnight.
Yeah, like I was
It was
exhausted.
a long list.
Oh,
this
there's
past
like 60
Thursday.
plus people.
It was
57.
insane, dude.
I only know that because I was last and I was 57. I drew the worst 7 on that paper. It was atrocious.
Yeah, no,
Atrocious.
there were a lot of fucking people on
Jeepers,
Thursday,
creepers.
and you guys showed up, and I'm surprised that you guys are able to get there after shows at South.
Well, that was one where I was like, all right, I shut it down, get it going as quick as possible.
Really?
Like bust it down. Let's get out of here.
Can you guys?
I gotta
close
go.
pretty
I want to
fast?
go. I want to go. Try to get on.
Yeah.
Get on the mic. Like
Yeah.
Usually
And so I
we
told my
can
boss,
get
I'm
it
like,
going.
I'm gonna shut down everything we can. Will you just go back there and shut down the lights, just so I can get out of here like 5 minutes sooner or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Damn.
so-
It's nice that you guys have like people there to like help y'all out.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's
Well,
all
it's a team.
tight.
Yeah.
It's all tight. It really is. Like that's the thing that I couldn't believe when I got. Oh man, you ever like you start a new job and it's like I don't really got to worry about the coworkers. Like I'm pretty cool, like. I got the Comedy Works, and I'm like, "Fuck, everyone's so cool."
Yeah,
You know,
man.
I feel
Now
like
I gotta like,
try. I gotta like,
you gotta put effort into it now. Yeah, that's funny.
I'm not trying to say like you be fake. I was just like, damn, like I don't want to blow try to blow a friendship with all these people. Like they're so cool.
You
know?
want to do everything right.
Like
whenever
yeah,
you
like
enter a
everyone's
place like that.
so great there. Like
Yeah,
for sure.
that's
That's a great place.
it was the first job ever I was fucking thinking of whenever I first got here. It was like, try to work at one of the comedy clubs. And being a server, I'm like, I just don't know how much money I can make,
Servers do well, I think.
Servers do all right?
They do.
Yeah,
pretty
servers do all right.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be interested.
I mean, it's one of those jobs where, like any job, like if it's busy, it's busy.
if
And
it's busy,
you
make
can do
good
great.
tips.
Yeah. But like, if you get some people that don't sell great and it's a little slower, or you don't get called in because it's slower or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just how jobs are.
I've been
It's
thinking
just the
about
whole industry.
becoming a car salesman.
That sounds
My
like.
sister was just talking.
So you're gonna become that guy who just like it's some viral video of some lady shaking ass and then
You
it
could do
cuts
it.
to you
See,
and it
that
cuts to
would-
you and it's
that
like
would be
damn
right- that would be
that's
right.
great, but I've also got this Dodge Charger.
Look
Come
at
on
this
down,
Dodge
Jacob
Charger.
Humphries.
Yeah, that would
You know what I'm
that
saying?
would
That
be
would be
down
you.
my alley, dude.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, you
That
can
would
find
be
your
very
whole
much down
gimmick.
my alley to like mix social media with the job of selling cars. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a big boy job because right now I just serve food at a restaurant. I'm like, this is depressing.
You think? Are you getting to that point?
It's to the point where it's just like repetitive. It's so monotonous.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Think
It's just
about the
yeah.
monotony of a big boy job. Let me just sit from
Yeah,
this side of the
I
camp.
I know.
Bro, that's
I
not
know.
monotonous.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
I'll
And
show
it's
you
like,
monotonous.
What can I change to that makes me feel like I actually enjoy doing it? And I'm like, fuck.
Just keep doing things that you love, like whenever you can.
Yeah.
And keep your dreams alive. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing I think that people,
Yeah.
I've seen reading books and learning about people's lives. And
Is
it's like
just
anyone who
trying.
does it in any field or any type of thing they want, it's purely just not ever giving up and constantly working at it and constantly trying and
I
reflecting.
feel
and-
for Jacob though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I've
Totally.
I've worked so many jobs I fucking hate. Like, yeah, the
You just
PetSmart
do it and
thing
you're
is
like,
real.
this doesn't
I
matter.
was the towel guy at PetSmart, the gas station dude. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just like it is soul sucking, in a sense.
It
like,
is pretty soul sucking.
yeah, dude. Like for how much like we will sometimes work at Comedy Works. Like, I think like saying thank God it's like almost. It's it literally is comedy, right? So it's like I have almost like a more of a motivation to go out to mics after working. Like,
Yes.
it's like
You've been around it all night. You're like, well, I want to fucking do that
yeah, it's
shit
like
too.
I can do it. It's like almost like the warm-ups. I have like a warm-up done just being around it,
Just being in the area of a professional doing
But if it was
comedy.
another job, I'd be so less motivated to like keep like going at it as hard as I try to do.
I get that. Yeah, I try and think about like every time I am doing a mic or I'm on stage, I'm just like, I love this. And I'm at work, I'm like, I hate this. What do I like? Comedy. You should go to comedy after work tonight if there's a mic, Shit like that. It's just trying to like convince yourself, no, do it. Because when you do go do it, you have fun.
Exactly.
You enjoy it,
Well,
Is it lunchtime?
The hour has come.
Oh, it's nigh.
You are to get the legendary top shelf smoked chicken wings. Do you want to kick us to break with a signature station identification, Jack Thomas Graham?
I don't know. What
make
you
one
just
up.
said.
Make one up, dude. Be a little radio
A
star.
little radio.
But give us a fun number.
Lean in.
And give us your best radio voice, too.
6542, the mic. Laisse-moi cher, ma chérie. We've been the boys, and we did a good talk right now, and we're going to take a little time to cruise out of here. Yes, contour. Yes. Oui. Au revoir.
We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours show. You're well fed. My goodness gracious.
My God, dude.
I rarely say this, but those wings, they just happen to be... I got them at Tony's Meats. Switching things up back
Tony's
to the...
Meats.
My goodness.
Tony's
These
Meats.
wings. They cooked... I don't know. They were dripping, folks.
They were gushing.
It's time for a review. What do you gentlemen think? I'm not influencing the voting here. I'm just sharing my opinion.
I gave you last time a pretty good score for Safeway wings. I will now say, since I have tasted wings that are, like you said earlier, almost a different bird. Like when it comes to those two types of chickens, you go to an actual butchery and you're like, okay, that's a chicken wing. Now that I've tasted those, I'm gonna go with a 9.2 for this batch of wings. This is a 9.2 batch of wings.
Hell yeah.
Jack Thomas Graham.
Dude, I mean, I feel like I've never... That was a 10 out of 10. I've never feel like I've ever tasted a 10 out of 10 chicken. I gotta be... That was... I can't even believe how great that was.
It was good.
I haven't ate that good in months.
Fuck
In
yeah.
months, dude.
That's
That was
awesome.
amazing.
It's nice.
I feel honored to be here.
I've locked you down as a recurring
dude.
guest if possible. I just gotta cook them wings. That's
Just gotta get Tony's Meats.
I'm gonna
Love
place
it.
an order.
Tony's Meats.
I bet this guy would be just fine with Safeway too. He seems too kind.
yeah. He's not a picky dude.
I do need to lock down some type of deal with Tony's Meats because I love their wings. So.
Tony's Meats. Shout out Tony's Meats.
Dude, Tony, he's the man.
Tony, hit me
What's
up.
the plan?
Yeah.
Let's
The
talk,
wings.
Tony, please.
He stands.
Have Tony's people contact Sean's people, which is Sean.
I do it all. I wish I had people.
Jack
but
of
it's
all trades, master every single fucking one.
I competent maybe at some. That jacket is.
What's pimp, right?
So where'd you get that?
I
What's the
think I
story?
got-
This is the kind of jacket that has a story.
A little bit,
Story
yeah. I mean,
jacket.
like it was just a Christmas present. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess the story behind it is I always borrowed my homies' Sherpa jackets. Never had my own jacket. I mean, I would borrow them for like 6 months. We do a little trade and like whatever. But I'd never get to keep that jacket. And so one day I just like went off on a quest for this Sherpa jacket, found it online on eBay, bought it, and it's been the fucking dude.
Looks comfortable as shit.
I got layers on.
Have you worn it on stage?
Sometimes I call them shells. You know what's funny? The last mic I did in LA is a photo of me in this jacket.
Really?
And like both like the lower pockets are ripped. Like you can't really
So you
see them.
can't put shit in those
No,
pockets.
I keep forgetting to sew them. And like it's funny because it just ripped that day. And like you can see it in the photo. It looks so funny.
Now, I got a question about the scene in LA.
What?
The mics that you did.
Do you want to pull it in if you're going to sit back?
Yeah. The mics that you did, was that more of a, like, did you go to clubs and do that? Or
Oh,
were
no,
they
I
like,
was just open. I meant everything I said about open micers. I never did a showcase in LA, never did like real club.
real, like,
like,
open mic, just see?
Just like open mic scene, stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Mainly like dive bars and stuff, not...
Yeah, like dive bar. They do actually have like little venue spaces like all over LA, and like they just pop up. A couple of them are in bars. But yeah,
Did you make friends in the scene at all?
a little bit? Yeah,
Yeah.
a few.
So there were cool people out there.
No,
It just
of course, there's cool people everywhere, but like I don't know. I feel like just people in LA, it might just be an LA thing. I just feel like they have their walls up so much.
yeah, they're kind of
Everyone's-
just barred off.
Everyone's so barred and kind of
It's a
like.
sanctuary place.
You
got walls up?
I mean, you know,
Counter.
That's a
they got a
walled
lot
city.
You're telling me
They got
that
infrastructure. They got infrastructure
Wait, hold on.
problems.
Hang on.
The
Hold
cement is cracked beneath our feet. you know?
Gavin Newsom's doing what now?
Hold
I
on.
want those fucking trains.
Take a
What about
minute.
fucking
Yeah.
high-speed rails?
Yeah, what do
Dude,
you
we
guys think
spent-
about high speed rail?
We need that, dude.
Wouldn't that be so cool
Oh,
having
man.
across the country?
Dude.
A
The
high-speed
impact,
rail.
the
so
impact
good.
is just that you have to eminent domain so much shit.
Yeah.
Eminent domain.
The government's got to come in and be like, sorry, you can't live in this place, old family that's 80 to 85. Like, we're going to take your home because
we're
the
gonna put a
high-speed
train
rail's
through.
coming through
We're gonna
here.
put a train through your home.
And guess what? We're going to take the home now, but the rail won't be built for 15, 20 years.
yeah, 2 decades.
But you'll have to
50.
leave by 2 weeks.
You'll be dead. You'll be dead
Pack
by
your
the
shit
time.
now, though.
It's kind of...
It's super fucked up.
It's a little fucked up.
I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I
then
always
what if
think
we
about
build
does
a
advance-
big platform that goes over everybody's
Dude,
house?
I love the
There we
idea
go.
of a huge platform.
A huge platform that just goes over everybody's house. Nobody has to leave. We could just put the trains over.
Why not under?
We're going underground, dude.
Tremors.
Why?
Yeah.
Tremors?
Yeah, dude.
Kevin Bacon?
Isn't he so hot, dude? Holy shit.
He's not
dude.
lost his touch.
Dude.
You think he's hot?
I think, yeah, he pulls off his ridiculous look so well. I'm like, that's fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
He just looks so ridiculous, especially in Tremors. I'm specifically
You're
referencing
specifically talking about Tremors.
Kevin Bacon Tremors.
I'm talking about Hollow Man specifically.
Oh, word.
Because I can't see him for most of the movie. I'm like, just the eminence of him not being there, sexy to me.
I feel that. Yeah, it's
You know?
suspicious.
Like him being in the room, but I can't see him.
I like bacon in the room when I can't see it either. Come on,
I
I'm on
love,
the
yeah,
same
just the
page.
smell of
Come
bacon,
on, dude. I have to.
Smell the bacon in
I'm
the
like,
in
let
the
me
room.
find this bacon, folks.
Yeah, I'll help you. I can sniff him out.
Turn into a
Old Kev.
truffle pig.
I'm a little truffle pig,
Sean the
dude.
Tube truffle pig.
Yeah, dude, a little truffle pig, dude. Nicolas Cage is your daddy. That's a pig reference.
I feel like a lot of women in our generation love Nicolas Cage or attracted to Nicolas.
I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
I mean, yeah, he is.
Well, you're not women in this generation, but I do
Totally.
appreciate that.
well, I'm talking on my behalf.
Well, no, I want you to speak. You're here to speak on other people's
Okay,
behalf.
so on
Yeah.
women's behalf,
the
yeah,
after
Nicolas
hours-
Cage is pretty cool.
it's
pretty
the after hour show.
Loved him in Face Off.
I want to
But
know
only
what
him.
the aliens are thinking about us from your perspective.
L. Ron Hubbard was right.
Dude, it's crazy to think that guy's
Possible.
got more published works than anyone ever.
How is
Oh my
that
god, he's written
possible?
so many books.
How is that possible?
He's
yeah.
a-
The dude's never had a second draft as someone is. I think.
Nah, he
someone-
just writes it, puts it
Yeah.
out. That's it.
yeah. Insta
that's real.
send.
Is he racist, dude? Or
Oh,
was that,
I think you know. I think if you look at it with a 2018 to
Cthulhu.
2024 lens of most writing throughout history, you will find something where if you want to throw out the whole thing because of the one something that is
Well,
rape.
yeah, but like, I mean, was he racist as like, not, did he say a racist thing? Was he like racist? Like, did he name his cat the N-word?
I'm too unstudied on this,
wait.
but that would
Is
be
that
a
him or
racist
is that
thing.
that other
That's
guy?
the other guy,
Yeah, it's the
Cthulhu,
other-
who's the guy that did Cthulhu.
Oh, that okay.
What is that guy's
I don't-
name?
I don't know.
He has a crazy last name. You know,
He
what
does
I
have a
mean?
crazy last name.
Yeah.
But he named his cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But that's what
That's
I mean
racist.
when I
That's
say
racist.
racist.
That's
Not
fair.
like, oh, that would spoil someone's idea of someone. No, like, did he own slaves after they were freed? Like,
that
know?
seems like you should go in the bucket.
yeah, that you should go in
Seems
the
like
racist
you should go in the
bucket.
racist
That's
bucket.
what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
You know?
It seems
But-
like an
but
easy-
then you got
That
people.
side of the Venn diagram. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, that's
this circle.
That's bad, dude.
This circle.
Just-
That's the little left circle.
Oh no, worry, whatever circle. That the racist circle. That one.
Yeah, the
Totally.
racist versus non-racist. Yeah, that's what I mean by racist. Like, you got people like John Brown. You know, he was an abolitionist. He probably wasn't too racist, right? Who knows?
Who knows?
But like, the idea that you get of him is probably like chill guy, just cool, chill dude. You know what I mean?
I like open, free societies. So I think
Yeah.
like people's ideas and like sharing ideas that are different is the like foundation that allows for people to like provide for more freedoms outside of just basic freedoms of like I can go work a job based on my skill set and what I can say and do rather than what I look like or things like that, which is how history is operated and still operates in a lot of ways for a lot of things. But like the foundation of that is like, yo, you're wrong. It's someone calling out someone else who's racist, being like, hey, that's wrong. Hey, and here's why. Yeah, and that doesn't happen if you don't have that free society of like direct discourse over ideas.
Yeah. I do think it's fun to find out who was and who wasn't.
Yeah, dude, almost everybody is, I think, right?
I think that, especially whenever you look back
with this lens, that's what I'm saying. It's all lens based.
It's all lens based. Like if I looked at it in a green lens, everything would be green.
Wow, rose-colored glasses. Wow, this all looks nice.
Sludge-colored glasses.
I used to have rose-colored glasses, and dude, I couldn't tell any fucking flag apart from each other.
They were all the same fucking color, dude.
Oh man, it's all
like they live, dude. When you look at the billboards,
Roddy Piper, baby.
Roddy Piper, dude.
What was growing up in LA like, or like around LA?
Yeah, that's gotta be cool.
Oh, it was cool. I mean, before
you have brothers, sisters?
I got a bunch.
A bunch.
Yeah, I got. How old do you think my like oldest brother is?
Oh, 42.
No, he's way higher.
Really? Way higher?
Yeah.
Dog, is he in his 50s?
I have such a weird family history.
Okay, let's hear about this. This is what the show's about.
Dive in.
No, this is what the show's about. It's fun.
Right on.
I'm very intrigued.
I had an old dad. I had like one of them old, like a Theo Von dad. Like he was old when I was born. And
how old was he when you were born?
I think like maybe almost 70.
Holy fuck!
And
that man's semen was strong as hell.
He was also my adopted dad, but like I was adopted by my aunt and uncle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I found out who my real dad was years later off a 23andMe test.
Really?
And now I have a long lost brother. Like, and it's so weird. I have all these series of half brothers that were just raised as my actual siblings, but then actual half siblings where I hardly ever met them my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah. It's so.
Did you grow up with any siblings in the home?
Yeah. My technically he's my cousin, but it's my brother Wes. And then I also grew up with like these two siblings, Jessica and Adam, like my whole life. But it'd be on and off sometimes. We're almost like we were raised as cousins in a lot of ways.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just all kind of lived in the same house.
Sometimes, yeah, like we had years where like they would go live somewhere else, and it was just kind of all over the place at one point. And like it's so weird, because it's like we have such a tight connection, but it's also like everyone has their own personalities. They've all like been off on their own and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my brother used to be a fucking goat farmer.
Whoa.
Really, dude, right? Like, and now he drives for UPS. No, in Washington.
Okay. Very Washington thing to do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and now he's a UPS driver in like Hollywood Hills. It's so crazy.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you had two moms growing up?
So I was adopted by my aunt. So like when I say mom, like I got like the woman who raised me, and then like my biological mom who I mean I had a whole relationship. Like we still hang out. We're cool. She's around all the time, She just couldn't take me when I was born.
Gotcha.
Aunt wanted a new kid. And that's, I was kind of adopted into this family in a weird way, but like it was already my family.
That is very interesting. So, wow.
It took me years to understand it. Not one person that like.
But you never asked questions growing up? Like it wasn't weird to you?
I asked them all the time. I'm like, what the fuck's going on with all this?
What the fuck's going on with all this?
And would you get answers or?
Like, yeah, I get answers all the time, but I'm like, I don't understand how this happens. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, my dad, so my mom. Like the big age difference between my mom and my dad already had two wives, already an older cat.
Damn.
She liked him. She was an employee of his, and just like, she pursued him and got him,
What was the age difference?
I don't know, maybe like...
My mom and stepdad's a big age difference, so it's...
She was like in her mid-20s, and I think maybe he was in his 40s, Like maybe later 40s. And yeah, dude, she was just like, yeah, man, that was a man in a boy's world, and so like, yeah, but he already had like a bunch of kids and stuff early on in his life.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like,
so by the time he had you, he was like old.
He was like 70, pretty much. For like all my memories of him, like he's an old guy, but he's a cool guy, man. He's a business owner. He's in World War II.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's cool to say that my dad was in World War II.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds so funny.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, but my oldest half brother, is like in his 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your oldest half brother's in his 80s.
Yeah.
How now is your dad?
How old was your dad when he had his first kid?
Maybe really young, I think, like
20s.
maybe even 18. I don't know. I can't really remember.
Is your dad still with us?
Oh no, he passed in 05.
05.
Yeah, I
and
was a
how old
kid.
was he when he passed?
To be honest, like I kind of like I never asked then, and I just kind of never wanted to know.
Really?
You know, like I just knew he was old, but like there was like this.
Can we
weird
look it
thing.
up or?
Maybe, I don't know if like you know it's weird. I've googled my dad before, but I don't know if I ever found like his obituary. It'd probably be online.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he was he
That's
owned
crazy.
gas
So
stations and stuff. Yeah, Texaco, man, Techron, Chevron, Texaco.
Yeah, in California.
Oh yeah. And yeah, man, it was cool. He's a cool cat. I meet people I like. So I don't even live technically in Pasadena. I'm from this town called Sierra Madre.
Okay.
And it's a smaller, like it's like the last small town in LA. And I meet people all the time who are like all these older cats, just like, oh, your dad gave me my first job. Like, you know, like your dad sold me my
Damn.
first bottle of liquor. Like your dad gave me a tire change on the side. Like
He's notorious?
he was a fucking legend, dude.
That's wild.
Dude, right? He was such a cool guy.
He made a name for himself.
Well, dude, he was a
in this
veteran.
little town.
Yeah.
Dude, he
That's
was
crazy.
That's
such
a
good
World War
guy.
II veteran.
World War
I can
II
only
vet.
imagine.
Man.
Everybody's thanking him for your service.
Oh man, God bless. Yeah.
Wow. Did you get any of his World War II stuff? Did you
No,
have any-
I have no idea where any of that is.
Dang.
I guess a lot of them moving. It was gnarly as my so I take after my grandfather a lot. It was Enoch Gaston Bourgeois, and he was in World War II as well. He was in D-Day. This is about my grandpa. He's in D-Day, Battle of the Bulge, co-inventor of like the government microwave back in the day, but got kicked off the patent. And I used to live in my car up to 3 months ago. Anyways, and had like
Not that you should.
kids before he was like I maybe 35 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck.
I can
dude.
skateboard.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
No,
so
skateboarding's
we
cool.
look just alike. Oh, here's the thing I forgot to say. I'm 5'8". My grandfather is 5'5", and so I just love to think of this fucking guy on D-Day. You know, just like this fucking tiny French guy.
He's just looking like
I'm
Wolverine.
gonna die, s'il vous plaît. You know, like just off the boats. You know, his pack is bigger than him.
Was
Yeah.
he not a badass, or was he like...
He was, clearly.
I mean, he was
Look
in
at this.
D-Day, dude.
I mean, look at that record.
Because I imagined Wolverine when you said
Yeah.
that short.
Hey, that's kind of it
That's
does
how
come to
people were
mind.
built back then, though. They
It
were like
was,
fucking the
Little
guys.
Staunch little...
Yeah, staunch dudes.
Staunch
He
dude.
looked like
Men.
a tiny Walt Disney. Yeah.
A tiny
And he was
little
fighting
Disney.
for against Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Was Walt Disney a Nazi?
Anti-Semite, at least.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Man. Oh, Walt, what
That's
are you
why
doing?
they feel like they really have to lean into the woke stuff hard.
That's why Disney is so
because
woke now.
Disney can get called out whenever
We're
that
so
people want for,
sorry.
just like Volkswagen, where it's like, didn't you make cars for
Dude, Gucci, you know,
bingo?
Gucci, like,
Yeah, what was the Hugo Boss? Hugo Boss?
was that his name,
Yep,
right?
Hugo
yeah,
Boss,
that sounds right.
absolutely.
Boss. And he made the uniforms.
It did look good.
You got, I mean, yeah, but
Can't lie.
No.
It's been addressed.
No.
It's been addressed.
No,
It's been
yeah.
addressed.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
hack shit, old shit.
Yeah, it's old. It's old.
is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hugo Bosses. I mean, that's you do have to do a lot to come back from that.
It's pretty weird how history works and what we choose to think is important at the times. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. Hugo Boss was so happy to get that deal.
I've been trying to make a super silly joke, like dumb joke. I probably shouldn't do this joke on here, but I will. Fuck it. My dreams are weird. Like there's no money in my dreams. It makes me think someone's like, you know, like someone's in charge of dreams, right? Because like there's no, I run into cash problems all the time in my life, and there's never currency in my dreams.
I never have enough money.
You know what else? And I started thinking about it, I'm like, damn, there's no weather in my dreams either. There's absolutely no weather in my dreams. They're not a part of my dreams. You know what's in my dreams like a little too often? 9/11.
Yeah.
Pretty fun joke, right?
Yeah.
That's fun.
You get the right crowd, it's a really good joke.
Yeah,
but
you
if you
should be
don't
dreaming
get the
about
right
9/11.
crowd, if people
No.
don't know and don't like fun
No,
and
dude.
satire.
No,
That's a joke you open a Dr. Kevin show with.
Yeah.
Oh
my
cool,
God.
because it's all in the audience. Like, I'm not
Totally.
saying anything bad.
No, but
There's
you
just
get it. It's like
talking about-
interactive. Like I was thinking about, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have weather in my dreams. There's no money in my dreams.
I never
right?
once
You
dreamt
gotta think about it.
I got me on board.
No, yeah.
So
Never
guess
once
who
dreamt
controls
where I
your
had enough
dreams?
money.
Guess who controls your dreams?
Cubans.
Nobody. I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody, apparently.
You think I'm gonna
Because
finish
it seems
that
like the
joke?
world's a lot. Most of the things we talk about in this world is weather and money. So nobody controls their dreams because we're not talking about the important
Yeah,
things.
dude, my dreams. I've never had.
Maybe
a
that's how
dream
you get
where
out of
I'm
it. I don't know.
rich.
You got to figure a fun way out
You
of it.
do need to
before
find
you
an
can-
exit door in that joke.
for sure.
That's funny.
Do you
But it is-
actually have weird dreams though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to dream. I don't dream anymore.
Oh, word. Do you guys ever get the Matrix dream? You know what I mean?
Like the red pill, blue
Where
pill.
no, like where you wake up, like so you wake up in your
when
bed.
you're plugged in.
And you know what I mean?
Ooh,
And
I
you're
don't
going
like
about
that.
your daily routine.
You're all
And then I
gooey.
know where you wake up again. But like this time, it's like you actually woke up, you know? And you're like, oh no, dude.
Yeah, you're in.
Like
you're
there were
gooey.
dream elements, but like it was like the position you normally wake up in, like your normal routine. You walk to the bathroom, you know what I mean? Like etc.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
fact that
I
you're
get
covered in
those from
goo.
time. Like I used to get them really often. It's only time to time now, but like, oh man, really makes you think.
Really makes you. You think you just wake up and you're like,
I'm not good at that.
I'm gooey,
No.
dude. I've got goo all over me.
The clock is flat, man. You know.
But I like that kind of comedy, and I need to get better about writing that because that's what I like. And
Yeah.
I've realized, and
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that I used to do, like make people laugh with throughout my life is like saying the thing that's just close enough to clearly the thing that's over the line,
Yeah,
but you have to
just-
make the person hearing the thing do the brain activity of over the line.
Of getting over
so
the line.
So it's 100% on you
Yeah.
for thinking someone's controlling your dreams.
Yeah, I like the idea of tricking the audience.
Well, it's not you allow for people that are dumb to just to not even get, but the people that you have to allow, you rewarding people for thinking a little bit.
Yes, exactly. You have to make them go a little bit.
I like
further.
that kind of humor the best too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It makes you think. It gets you like, you know, like it's kind of this whole like thing, and it's also just like a classic joke. You
Well,
know?
also like if you can be clean,
Yeah.
then
I know,
that's
so
what it's so
powerful.
yeah, so
it's
hard.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to do fucking a full set, just not saying. For me, cunt. Saying cunt
That's hard for you.
that's hard.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a hard cunt, man.
Yeah, it is because it's a fun word to say. And when you're up there, you're like, I should say.
I should say fun words.
Yeah.
I should say fun words when I'm up here. Yeah, that's how I feel.
How do you go about writing and like
Oh man,
getting your kind of a style of act together?
Usually, like I don't know. I mean, like at first when I was like, I'm just like, I just got to get used to doing this, and I feel like I used to try to write what a joke would be in my head, but now I have like a lot more of an understanding of it, and I still like just kind of like what would just be cool to say on stage. Most of the stuff will come to me when I have like insomnia. If you can tell from the bags under my eyes. But it always like I'm on the verge of sleep and then I think of like just something silly and I'm like, I gotta write that down, you know? And if you don't, it's gone. And like, so I just usually will write it down and then wake up the next morning and hopefully I wrote it out good enough and then just continue on the idea.
Gotcha.
You know? And like, how would I just say this like fucking around to my friends? You know what I mean? Like if I was just like palling around or whatever. And that's kind of like how I go about it. What about like you? Do you like make observations or?
My life and circumstance. My baseline has been try to write a joke a day minimum.
That's sick.
So it's been.
Jacob had like this one. There's like this one joke statement that he did like maybe months ago, and I love it, man. It was just like, I'm gonna start looking at old people the way like. You'll look at a baby.
Yeah, you look at toddlers.
Hi. Wow.
Having fun?
That was so good, and it was just this tiny thing. I love like that. Like you just have like this fun observation.
Just doing stuff.
Of like
living life and like kind of taking it all in. Because that's, I mean, I one time I don't know why it's so focused on old people, but I said, have you ever been at the mall and you're just like, I could pants that old guy and he could do nothing about it. He could try and run after me. He's not going to pull him up fast enough. If he does run, he's going to fall because his pants are around his ankles. And I'm asthmatic. I'm far faster than he is. So much faster than he is. To where like, I've never once done that. I've never once been a little, like the the anti-figure in a little kid's movie that's like the bully.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Antagonist.
oh yeah, the antagonist.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh, you hate that kid the whole movie, and then maybe by the end of the movie he's gonna change a heart, and he's like doing good things. He's helping people across the street now. But I've never once ever been that kid. I've always been a very nice young man, but I've always thought, what if I wasn't? You know, I could pants that old guy.
So you get at that with your comedy.
I feel like I mean it's a fun thing to talk to people about whenever you're on stage, is the idea of doing something that you would never ever do. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look at old people like toddlers in real life? No. I think it would be funny to. I treat old people with respect, you know? Do I like the way they gush if they hit a counter? Well, now they're open, you know? Now their arm is gashed because they ran into a count. No, I don't. Should they put Band-Aids all over themselves? Yes. But do I say that?
Paper skin?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Thin parchment skin, dude. It's insane.
Oh, I know they bleed a lot.
They bleed so much.
Yeah, I mean, comedy is just based in reality. Like, I mean, and like my sets, what I've been doing lately, like, I just kind of like, yeah, you know, I mean, even within comedy, it's like, yeah, there's hack, right? And I just feel like at this, like,
even that, like,
I was like, I like making fun of that. Like, it's like making fun of observations that we all like already have disdain for or something, or you're like, you know, and it's just like, I feel like it's just social commentary and trying to like relate with people on stage. I don't know. I love the art form. I think it's so cool. I mean, even like compared to like people who are musicians and play music, you know, like you do an open mic compared to like playing a show. It's just such two separate things.
Yeah, you're getting a different type of attention from doing comedy than you are from doing music.
But it's such a similar premise.
Yeah,
you know?
you are on stage doing the thing that you love, trying to entertain people. But I think that I've heard this before. People have said it. I think it's a selfish art form. I think we're doing it for ourselves because, like, I mean, and I'm talking out of my standpoint here is like, I do this because I want people to pay attention to me. I want to be the center of attention in the room, you know, to where like when I do comedy, I'm surrounded by the same type of people that mostly want attention, you know, that or they're like Beaver and they're doing it to like exposure therapy or something. But it's so many other people are just like, look at me, look how funny I am. That's really why that's why I started doing it, is because I've always been the one to trying to be funny, funny,
definitely.
To where why not harness that and put energy in towards getting better at writing and getting better at being funny in front of people for the purpose of being funny, you know? I think that's really it. For
how long have you done it? Remind me.
Like a year. A year and some change.
Nice.
On the road.
What about you?
I did my first mic in college in like, I think it's like 2019.
Oh, right on.
But then I took a long time off. So
been at it for a minute.
But like 2 year, maybe 1 year. Call me whatever you want. 6 month comic. Just started. It's my third.
I'm brand new.
It's my third mic.
Yeah, no.
A hot cat.
What I've been doing is everything that we've tried to do is just go to open mics and try and get booked and more or less be yourself. You know, like, I can only try and be who I am and do what I think is funny. Like, there are jokes that I think is funny that my girlfriend's like, I don't know. I'm like, I like it. You know, I'm a fan. Which, you know, if I giggle from it, I think why wouldn't other people? You know,
I mean, like, yeah, even if you bomb, it's like there's so much of a reward for it. I'm almost like, sometimes it can be kind of hard, but like there's such a like,
you're blocking your beautiful face with that microphone.
I am so beautiful.
I want to see you.
But like, you know, like there's such a like you know, like suffering with the pain type of thing from it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. You know, it can be so brutal, but like still, like I'm glad I did that. It's almost like working out. You know, it's like you're never not glad you kind of did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got something from it.
Yeah, I don't work out, but I do feel like the only thing I can compare it to is getting reps in, getting on stage, and being like, okay, that didn't go well, but I was up there for 4.5 minutes. So,
are you working on like the same type of 5 minutes, or you kind of just go?
It really just depends. It really depends on the night. It depends on what I look at in my book, what I have written on a note card, just the jokes that I think that I think I like at that moment, you know, or I'll go on stage like I did last night, or is it today? 2 days ago on Thursday night at Monkey Barrel.
Yeah.
I went up there and just bullshit. I did that chimney thing, and said I want to drink a beer and throw a fastball through my wife's chest.
That was great. I love that.
I had a
It's
Tic
so
Tac.
good.
I had one Tic Tac left that I saved for stage to be like, have you ever guys like tried these? But then I shove them down my penis, but the mint ones don't fit. The orange ones fit.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
More
great.
strawberries and
just
cream.
like
guy.
little things like that, to where I'm not going up there working on jokes,
Totally.
because I'm not writing any of that down. To where do I plan on doing it again? If I fucking end up buying more Tic Tacs, maybe. It really just depends if I have the Tic Tacs on me, if I will do that joke again. But but working on, I feel like if I get the chance to go on stage at like Comedy Works or stuff, I'll take the jokes that I know I really like, especially if it's new stuff that I know is doing okay, and I'll get the chance to try that on a stage that I know is pretty forgiving. You know, kind of hard to bomb.
Do you do the new talent?
No, I just started signing up. After seeing a couple friends go up and do it, I'm like, okay, like
Yeah,
I think I don't know. I definitely like wanted to kind of get better at comedy before I even dipped my toe in it. Now I feel like it's something I could handle for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I would totally bomb. You know.
No, 2 minutes and then 3
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
And
you're
you
at
could
3
call it
minutes
a minute.
until-
Like Alec called his at pretty much a minute.
Yeah,
And like
do your shit and get
such
out.
a solid dude. I don't know if you've seen his new talent set. It was tremendous. He
Really?
killed it so hard, dude.
Yeah, no, I haven't, but I feel like with something
Does he have
that,
it posted anywhere?
I don't know, maybe.
I want to see it.
with something that Alec has like a
That's awesome.
bit that he has like that, and he has it planned out for a certain time.
Yeah.
If you're done beforehand, cut it. Don't get your mic cut. There's no point if
No point in
if you know you're gonna
I
be
couldn't believe
finished.
how many people like were just so unaware of like their time. Like they were getting into long stories and stuff, and like
Mhm.
I was like tripped out by it. I'm like, no way you think this is gonna be 2 minutes.
Yeah. If you're scared to not see the light, dude, wear a watch and time yourself. Fucking put a timer on your phone or something. Like to where you look at the phone and you're like, okay, 2 minutes have passed. A minute and a half has passed.
You both have done new talent?
Mm.
No?
I've done new talent night. I've done my N set and then I've done my first C set.
How'd you feel going up there?
N is scary because
Yeah.
you want to be able to get some jokes out,
Right.
but you're also like, I don't want to fucking,
No, you totally.
I don't want to get my mic cut. I don't want to go
real.
down like that, dude, with a flaming arrow in my chest, you know, to where you're very conscious about like, okay, do not go over your time. Do maybe a joke or two. If you have 3 jokes, don't do the third one. Fucking don't push it. And then for your C set, you feel a little bit better because you have 3 minutes.
Right.
And you're like, okay, I can do
You can
at
say
least
something. Yeah.
at least 3 or 4 shorter jokes, you know. But my shit's not long. My shit's really short. Like the jokes that I'm writing are quick.
I feel.
I say it and I like beats. I wait. I just fucking sit there and I wait. Cause I will soak every single laugh I can get out of a room. And surprisingly, if you wait and you don't say shit on stage for a little bit, people will laugh. People will just sit there and you'll get more laugh. And then I just go right into the next joke. It's I'm not telling stories, which I feel like I've tried before and it doesn't work. I feel like I'm just talking to a dead audience. They're just like, we're over this.
Totally.
Next. And I'm like, okay. Bye.
Yeah, I'd like to get better at using silence. I need to work on my pauses for sure, if anything.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
You're just taking the time, being comfortable.
Just control the room a little more with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is something you're really good with.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, you got good pauses.
I like to wait. I do like to wait. And honestly, I kick a dead horse, to be honest. To be honest with you, I'll sit there. I'll stew. I don't care. How does it look?
Are they
Oh my
coming? They
God.
came out?
So good.
Let's see. Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah. We could be car salesmen, Sean.
They're wonderful.
We want
These
you.
monochrome might be the future.
Monochrome is the
Who
future.
knew black and white had it all?
You should be taking unsolicited photos of people on the street downtown.
So
I like that you looked up at him. It looks like almost like a bang bus type situation.
Yeah, dude, sweethearts. There you are.
That's gonna be those are good. Monochrome's
pretty.
good, dude. I really like it. I am sorry you ordered a pack of 100 color.
I mean, it is what it is.
You'll use them.
We can spend more money and
2.0.
More money to the system.
stay
baby.
poor, dude.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Know that, brother.
Stay poor. It makes you hungry.
What kind of idiot
true.
puts a bomb in a Tesla?
A Cybertruck.
A Cybertruck at that, dude.
Jesus.
It wasn't a bomb. It was fireworks.
It's fireworks, gas canisters,
So it's like a
bottles of rum.
makeshift
He
bomb.
Johnny Depped that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Johnny Depp.
He fucking Captain Jack Sparrow.
Apparently, he
did.
sent an email to like someone prominent that's put it out on Sean Ryan podcast, I think it was, and like read the email out, and then they went into hiding for the last few days because they were like so worried about putting this out.
Oh fuck.
About like how this guy thought supposedly that he was like being followed by feds or being moved around by feds from Colorado Springs to Vegas.
Weird.
And that I guess he shot himself with a Desert Eagle before the thing,
Before it happened or something.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know.
Where do you fucking get
and that the thing he wanted to get out to whoever he could through this email was that China and the United States have gravity proportion based drones of sorts, flight capabilities with these gravity-based proportion things.
Gravity.
And that
So like
China's had them in the Atlantic for some time, and the United States has known about this for some time, and all this stuff. And it's like,
but why
for
can't
for World War III type of thing.
okay. But gravity like propulsion, like more or less like a hovercraft?
Yeah, you could think about it like that.
Okay.
But it's they move. They're not, basically they would no longer be. It would explain some of these unidentified flying sightings through that military personnel I've seen where they see like the pill one where it like moves in ways that they don't have explanations for.
Gotcha.
And these type of craft would do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw
That's
a thing,
crazy.
like they were saying the next type of proportion, it's not like anything that really propels you. It's like space, or I mean a time manipulation. You know what I mean? Like you can move here, you know what I mean? It's all through time.
That
so
I fuck with that.
isn't that it's such a their engines are just warping time and like,
Instead of moving you to a place.
that's how you move. That's how you really move quick.
Is gravity time?
Pretty much. Something like that.
Gravity Falls.
Great show.
It's
Haven't hardly seen it. Great.
Never seen it. Good show.
Never seen it.
Good show.
I don't know what that little triangle guy's about, but I'm on board. I still probably won't watch it.
He's everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
that motherfucker's everywhere. What's his name? Bill Cipher?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I
know
don't know. I'm talking out
they
of my
actually
ass.
had a whole like treasure hunt that went around like the world or country or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even feel qualified to be doing this today. But
What's going on?
Why are you?
have you
I
heard of
here.
England, Jack?
Well, Viva la France, but yeah.
What's up with this guy in French? people?
I just
Grandpa,
love making
dude.
fun of it,
Great-grandpa.
dude. Like,
Oh, is his great? What's your great grandpa's
His
name?
grandpa.
again?
Enoch Gaston Bourgeois.
Enoch Gaston Bourgeois. That's a good grandpa
I
name.
just love making fun.
That's
of
a name you can only say
I
with a
just
dick
love
in your
making
mouth.
fun of French.
Come on.
Come on.
What's going on with
You've heard
this,
of England?
Yeah, I know England.
They got this thing called knighting
Oh,
here at Top Shelf Studios. After a long form conversation, Jack Thomas Graham, I'm doing the hiding.
Jeepers Creepers.
Because all my life people have been like, how's the weather up there? Can I get a couple inches? And shit like this.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Now I've got this prefrontal lobe that you've just acquired as well.
Oh, yeah, it's developed.
I've come to realize that it's just a vehicle I'm driving. This is just a meat suit I have to be in every single day. And it's like, oh, wow, we judge each other on these meat suits more than almost anything else in life.
Yeah, water sacks.
Yeah, water sack. There you go. That's a new one to add to the vocabulary.
Water sack.
So after a
Well,
long form
this is
conversation, I am pleased to give you a heart height and get you heighted. How tall do you stand physically, good sir?
Last doctor's appointment, they said 5'8".
Nice. That's an inch higher than me. Wow, that's
Jack-
longer than I expected. it to
Jack
be.
Thomas Graham.
Oh, I see.
I heart height thee 6'2".
This is all I ever wanted in life.
How nice is it to be that tall?
Oh my god, all my problems are solved.
Yeah, wait until you walk
Literally.
into a tree.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm trying to be one with nature.
Hopefully not too tall. That's a good differential on your heart. Hopefully not too much of a burden that you need surgery for your
No,
Nah, dude. You need to
For your
I
meat
got
suit.
Medi-Cal. Maybe.
Medi-Cal?
What's that?
I don't have it now. It was the
California.
California.
Medi-Cal.
Yeah.
Because this guy's from Los Angeles.
Socialist California.
Gavin Newsom, Olsome. I say he's Olsome. He's got gray hair.
Ruining the state. Absolutely
no
ruining it.
drip though. No, not one bit of drip.
No drip? Like
Yeah.
cool clothes?
And, well, fentanyl. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's the style, man.
Well,
Y2K.
Where can the people check you out, both of you gentlemen? Jack?
Well, I'm just on like Instagram at the word another, but then another underscore Gary.
Just another Gary with
Yes.
underscores in between the words.
Exactly.
I tried looking for your Instagram a couple of days ago. Couldn't fucking find it. I was searching Jack Thomas Graham like it was nothing.
Oh, my name on there is Jock Thomas Grimm.
Yeah, way to make it.
so easy to find this guy on Instagram.
I should
Hey,
make
you teach
another
him
account.
social media stuff, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we need to get together. You can follow me at Trash Compactor. That's CHRASH Compactor.
That's not how you spell trash.
It's not how you spell trash. And my podcast at Dumb Answers Podcast on YouTube.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, starting that up, getting that to go.
Hell yeah.
It's fun, and I need arms.
Are you doing
like this.
guests? Or is
Yeah,
it just you?
I will be eventually once we get
Sweet.
this shit going, dude.
Who is it? You and...
Me and my friends.
Nice.
And she's got a really good following.
Hell yeah.
I just realized
Should get her on the pod.
she's not supposed to say her name.
Oh.
Oops.
Well, we'll hope I remember to cut that.
I will text
It's
you.
close enough near the end. I should get it. But just send me an email. Yeah, we'll figure it.
Near the end. Here, I'll give you this. It's actually me and my friend Meep. So we got that
There it
going,
is.
and we're really excited to
Right on.
get into it. But I will be having guests once we figured the fucking shit out.
Why are you worried about the name?
Well, she doesn't release her name on the internet. Because she's trying to get a psychology degree and go into all of that, but also other reasons. So
Gotcha.
more or less, she's just kind of she goes under a pseudonym, which is Meep. Meep, yeah.
Nice.
But
Does she follow the pod? Direct her to the pod.
Yeah,
so we
dude.
can direct her.
Yeah, Dumb Answers. It's hopefully
Dumb answers.
Dumb
Love it.
answers. No dumb questions, but
Dumb answers.
there are dumb answers.
You're gonna have answers on this pod.
There are so little answers on this podcast. There's nothing for people. But
Who's asking the questions?
dude.
The fuck did you just say?
I know. I'm out of line. I'm so out of line.
What did you just say?
God's coming to me with questions. He's coming through me. He's coming in me.
I'm talking to God.
I'm
Little
talking
wafers.
through God. I'm saying,
I am
hey,
God.
send your son down here.
God of the United States of America. What a great country.
I don't have a
Big
good
country. Big, beautiful country we have here.
The only place he loves is this place.
Be
right
sure
here.
to like and follow.
Hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on post notifications.
I usually don't do these plugs.
Hit the bell.
Thanks,
It's
Jacob.
fun to do it in a
Jacob's
Trump
so
voice.
smart. Smart guy. This guy walked in. I said, wow, what a hat. What a smart guy.
Teeny weeny beanie.
What's it say? Eshok Barack? That's tough to say as Trump.
That was
Jack
a roller
Thomas
coaster.
Graham,
Okay.
thank you for being here.
God
It's a
bless.
pleasure.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for texting me and telling me to be like, hey, man, I broke my banger.
The more the merrier.
Also, you want to come fucking do pod?
I'm sad. Come
Yeah,
on.
dude. Happy to finally be on.
Thank you for listening. Fuck off. But more importantly, be well.